Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're back in Grow Garden, and as you saw by title, we'll be going on rating bases and giving billions to people who I think have a very good looking base. So we're gonna be going over the criteria. So it's gonna be three criteria: rarity, looks, and creativity. So obviously, rarity is just gonna be like, do they have candy blossoms, like all the event fruits that are really hard to get? So that'll come into, or even pets. Pets can come into account there. And then for looks, it's just gonna be how well they use cosmetics, how well they decorated their base using their plants and all stuff like that. And creativity is how original are they? Like, have I seen these builds on TikTok before? Like, is it easy to make? Have I seen similar builds anywhere else? Stuff like that. So we're gonna jump right into a public server, and I'll cut back in when I find something cool. All right, we're back, and I just realized I should rate my own base to make it kind of like a standard. So let's start with, let's see the criteria one more time. Let's start with rarity. So unfortunately, I do not have candy blossoms. However, I do have two sunflowers, a moon blossom, a bunch of moon mangoes, and I have a big cactus and a medium-sized coconut. So I'm gonna give myself. I think that should be. I think that's a solid 6 out of 10. And then let's go looks. So obviously I have this front gate here. I took inspiration off of TikTok, but I did not exactly copy it. So it's not bad. And in the middle here, I'll try to make like a hand. So I like an idea. I was gonna make like a hand holding the fountain, but my hand is kind of chopped, as as you can see. Yeah, not too great. Overall, probably like a solid 5 out of 10. And then for creativity, I think I like how everything's placed. How I made like a barrier with my purple dahlias and my pink lilies. I think I'll rate myself a solid. I'll give myself a 7 out of 10 on creativity. So that means I get 18 out of 30. So I'm barely passing. Uh, hopefully I can find some better bases in this video. And let's hop right into the next guys. Base. This next base I'm reviewing is by Cool Doodlein. And I actually have to do this quick because every time I look at his garden, I'm about to crash. Like, this is not a drill. Oh, what the I can see my frames dropping. Oh my oh my god. It becomes I have to bring down my graphics quality because it becomes I'm about to crash. Okay, well anyway, well you can tell I am not gonna give him a high rating on looks. Um I mean, there's a cool parkour up there, so maybe some points for creativity. And he definitely does have very rare pets. And of course, the candy blossom. Oh my god, so much lag. I don't know what it. I think it's just the sheer amount of seeds. Like if I go in here, there's a chance I might crash. Okay, it's like a oh, I'm gonna get out of here while I can. Look down and escape. Yeah, all right. So they also have a pretty big beanstalk. I wouldn't call it like massive, but it's decently big for a beanstalk. So first rating is gonna be looks, um, three or 4 out of 10. Creativity, I give him 5 to 6 out of 10. And then for rarity, I'm gonna have to give him a 9 because I saw like a raccoon and a queen bee come out, and then it went back in there, and I don't think I can go search for it. Like there's no way for me to get in. I'm gonna crash. Wait, let me get out. Okay. All right. So that's his rating. Pretty good, but also probably not enough to win just because of um the rarity. I mean, the look score being so low. All right, guys. Next, we actually have one of my friend's spaces. So let's actually go check it out right now. So he actually started playing yesterday, and he has been playing this game non-stop. I want to give him something anyway, so why not rate his base first? So he actually has this little section over here with some water. Uh, what even is this? A painting, and it's kind of like an off section, which is kind of cool. That I gave him money, and he spent half his net worth getting a tractor, which to me is kind of stupid, but whatever. Anyway, let's go up. It's kind of crowded. His organization not so good, but as a beginner, it makes sense because you need to make money somehow, and the best way to do that is just have a bunch of bulk fruits and pray they get mutations. And I think he said to climb up this way. Oh no, oh no. He has a little area over here that he said he's been working on. He says unfinished, but it is what it is. Oh no. Okay. He has a well up here, and he said he couldn't afford any more cosmetics and stuff like that. And he actually didn't know what to do up here. So overall, I think actually his creativity Not bad for a beginner if you ask me. 4 out of 10. The how does it look? 8 out of 10. How rare is it? 0 out of 10. But he is my friend, so I'm actually gonna give him something. Let's see. Let's give him this. Let's give him this grape. How much is it worth? Okay, not as much as the 100 bill sunflower, but this should help him out with his journey. So hopefully he stops running away from me. And let's go. Alright guys, let's hop right into the next one. Alright guys, next I found these two bases both in the same public server, and this one has a good amount, like 75, and it's for a pretty good reason. Um, we have some Ember Lilies, okay, and then we have this fountain and a bunch of BX, another fountain on the opposing side, and then I think this is the part that got them so many likes. This bridge is actually really, really sick. So, okay, so I got stuck. There's like a chain here, and when you go through, you end up in the back of their garden, with a bunch of like there's just like a moon mango, some bamboo, some celestial berries, a raccoon. Oh, okay, a raccoon, Janzi, which is the honey glaze bear or busy bear, I guess. There's some cocoa trees, and that's about it. So overall, I think this farm gets a 5 out of 10 for creativity, 5 out of 10 for rarity, and a 6 out of 10 for looks. 'Cause I really like, or 7 out of 10 actually. And then we have this base over here, which also has a similar amount of likes with 85 likes. And then they have this cool torch bamboo pathway, and they also have these crates here, which kind of make it look like a shop, kind of. And at the back, they have some other cosmetics. They have like a fireplace with some. Wait, what even is that? Oh my god, holy lag. And then they have another entrance here that goes to the right side of the garden, which is pretty nice, honestly. And then, of course, they have the middle entrance, and there's nothing much here. It looks a bit incomplete. Overall, looks, I would give this a solid 7 out of 10. Creativity, 5 out of 10. Rarity, maybe a 3 out of 10. They don't have much that's very rare. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing else to say. So let's move on to the next base. All right, guys, the next base I'm going to be rating is the base of my little brother. So let's actually check it out. What? Wait, this is a massive. Whoa, he has a couple massive moon melons, and he actually has a parkour track. So we're actually gonna do that. His entrance pretty cool, pretty solid. Just a solid path through, and I think his base is one of the rare ones you'll see. Oh, he doesn't have his. He used to have a bunch of dragonflies. Yeah, he has just a bunch of twilight crates here. He has some moon melons. He has a golden dragon fruit, and there's a moon mango, and he actually has cotton candies. He played during the cotton candy time, which is kind of bad for me because he played without me, and he's actually much better than me technically because of the candy blossoms. But anyway, let's go up. I'm getting shown up by my little brother. Actually, let's just try his parkour real quick. I think for rarity, I'm gonna have to give him a 9 out of 10. Like he has like 10 dragonflies in his inventory as well, which is pretty crazy. Let's go, and cotton candy. Like come on, creativity. This parkour is not bad, but it's pretty hard. Oh, that was close. And I think this is the height limit, so you can't actually go up any higher than this. So you're just gonna be like a circle. I guess you just keep doing this until you fall. Um, for creativity, I'll give him a 4. Actually, I think I give him a little bit more for parkour. Like I give him a 5 out of 10. And then for what you call it? For looks, I'm gonna have to give him like a 3. Doesn't it's not like crowded, but it's kind of has an empty feeling. Honestly, it's kind of similar to mine. My base isn't crowded either, but like there's some parts that just feel kind of empty. All right, that's it. Let's move on to the next review. Overall, he's pretty high scoring. All right, guys. Now it's been about 4 hours since I started searching, and I think I'm gonna end up giving it to this guy. He doesn't have the rarest pets, and he may not. It may not look the best, but I think it's pretty creative for the amount of money he has. He only has 160 million, and I really wanted to give it to somebody that doesn't already have hundreds of billions or like 20, 30 billion because they could really use this. Um, and the more base I looked at, I kind of realized you need quite a bit of money to make these to get all these cosmetics and make these good looking farms. So he actually has this parkour track over here, which I'm gonna finish. And once I do, I'm gonna come down and give him his prize of 100 billion shekels. So let's actually go down. Let's go up. Oh, you go up to the bamboo. I got tricked. What the heck? All right, let's go up. And figure out how to climb properly. Yeah, so there's just a little track over here, which I think is pretty cool. And to be honest, at this point, I just don't I just don't want to search anymore. I think in the end, um, my base looked the best out of everything I saw. Hey, I'm just saying, in terms of looks, I think it did look the best. Creativity and what's it called? Wait, what's it? Like creativity and rarity, maybe not as much, but for the other things, I think it did. Where'd this guy go? Guy, oh, there he is. Let's go give him the sunflower. Sunflower, boom, boom. Let's go give this to him. All right. So yeah, that's basically for the video. And I actually have a bunch more sunflowers on an alt. Not this one. These rainbow sunflowers that are worth 100 billion each. So if you guys do want to have a chance at winning one yourself, make sure you leave a comment down below. A reason why you want to win it. Subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.